Dinar Shift presents this critical market update. The world of international currency is dynamic, often characterized by speculation, rumor, and intense emotional debate, particularly concerning foreign currency holdings like the Iraqi Dinar, IQD, and the Vietnamese Dong, VND. For years, a dedicated group of holders has prioritized preparation over promotion, choosing a path of strategic readiness rather than chasing speculative hype or engaging in emotional gambles. This commitment to verifiable data and documented procedures is now proving its immense worth. This platform has always stood as a reliable source, focused strictly on providing grounded, factual updates essential for navigating the complex process of foreign currency exchange successfully, serving those who seek strategic readiness above all else. The landscape for both IQD and VND holders is undergoing what many are calling a seismic shift, marking a crucial culmination of years spent in disciplined waiting and planning. What is currently transpiring in the global financial sector holds the potential to redefine the economic outlook for individuals who maintained their focus, resisted impulsive decisions based on chatter, and dedicated themselves entirely to readiness. This transition is being validated not by unverified reports or self-proclaimed online experts, but by a series of serious confirmations emanating directly from professionals operating within the highest echelons of Tier 1 banking institutions. Their insights are drawn from direct observation of internal, regulated exchange terminals. For the first time in this long journey, multiple major United States banking institutions are now reportedly displaying live exchange rates for the Iraqi Dinar and the Vietnamese Dong on their proprietary internal systems. These are not secondary, unverified screens or dashboards fed by speculative data. They are the same regulated terminals utilized for all standard foreign currency transactions. This key development signifies a massive step forward, confirming that the long waiting period is now potentially transitioning into a period of actionable reality. Exchange departments at several of these prominent banks are reportedly moving to schedule structured, formal appointments to begin processing verified transactions for prepared holders. The clarity and authoritative nature of the rate confirmations now emerging are what truly elevate this development to a historic milestone. According to verifiable reports filtering out from individuals with authorized access to the internal exchange terminals at major financial houses, including institutions like Bank of America, Chase, and Wells Fargo, the Iraqi dinar is now visibly registering on these screens at an impressive rate of $4.13 per single IQD unit. This figure is being presented not as an estimate or a speculative projection, but as the current operational rate actively displayed within the institutional exchange architecture, offering a powerful validation for those who persevered through years of doubt. This extraordinary confirmation represents a profound and seismic milestone for Iraqi dinar holders who remained steadfastly committed through a prolonged period of global financial uncertainty. It is equally groundbreaking to witness the confirmed rate for the Vietnamese Dong now surfacing consistently across numerous high-level banking platforms. The current active display for the VND shows a valuation equivalent to $3.75 per 1,000 Dong units. This means a long-term holder of a 10 million Dong block is now positioned at a potential value of $37,500 USD, a truly remarkable transformation for many who acquired their holdings years ago at minimal cost. These newly reported values fundamentally represent a profound shift in the narrative, moving the asset from an object of long-standing skepticism to an undeniable financial reality within the official institutional framework. However, it is paramount to immediately dispel any notion that this represents an open, walk-in exchange opportunity for the general public. Holders cannot simply walk into any local bank branch and expect immediate processing. That is not the reality of the controlled, structured process currently underway within major financial institutions. Internal directives and communications being shared across these major institutions confirm that both IQD and VND exchanges are being executed under extremely strict regulatory protocols. It is essential to understand that appointments are mandatory, and only highly specialized divisions are authorized to handle these high-value transactions. These include the foreign currency desks, wealth management divisions, and dedicated compliance teams within the banks, who hold the requisite authority and training, not the general teller staff. All participating banks are meticulously adhering to full federal regulatory requirements for high-value foreign currency transactions. This includes rigorous Know Your Customer, KYC, verification, adherence to strict anti-money laundering, AML rules, comprehensive identity checks, and mandatory origin of funds documentation for the holders. This necessary structure should never be viewed as an inconvenience. Rather, it is a critical protective layer designed to Ensure the legality, safety, and secure handling of all large-scale currency conversions for both the institution and the client. The successful navigation of this process now hinges entirely upon the readiness and organization of the individual holder. This is the moment where precision and discipline become more critical than at any other time. Anyone holding physical IQD or VND notes must begin the meticulous process of organizing their currency immediately. Ensure that the notes are clean, undamaged, and correctly sorted by denomination to facilitate swift and accurate counting during the exchange appointment. Preparation should extend to creating clearly labeled folders containing all necessary documentation, organized for swift and professional presentation during the scheduled appointment. When initiating contact with financial institutions, holders should avoid the general teller windows entirely. Instead, go directly to the wealth management or specialized foreign exchange departments, because these are the divisions with the actual authority and specialized expertise to handle such transactions, as opposed to the general staff. It is absolutely crucial to confirm the precise appointment requirements in advance, including the specific documents needed, the required forms of identification, and any particular instructions regarding the safe and secure handling of the physical currency. The required preparation for the appointment is fundamentally simple but utterly essential to the success of the process and must not be overlooked. Holders should plan to bring a minimum of 2 valid government-issued forms of identification. A passport paired with a driver's license is typically considered the ideal combination for meeting stringent compliance requirements. Furthermore, if you still possess proof of the original currency purchase, such as receipts from a licensed dealer or reputable platform, it is highly recommended to bring those as well. While not always a mandatory requirement, these documents can dramatically expedite the verification process for larger value transactions. During the appointment, holders should be prepared to complete extensive federal paperwork, including necessary IRS forms, disclosure statements, and standard FinCEN reporting for any exchange transaction exceeding the $10,000 threshold. These requirements are standard and routine for high-value financial movements and should be viewed positively as essential security and compliance measures designed to protect the integrity of the process and the holder's assets. Grasp the full scale of the actual financial impact, consider the numerical transformation based on the reported rates. A single 25,000 Iraqi dinars note at the confirmed rate of $4.13 per unit now represents a value of approximately $103,250 USD. For many individuals, this single number alone is undeniably transformative, moving the asset into a completely different category. The impact is equally striking for Vietnamese dong holders. A 100 million dong holding, which was often previously dismissed as trivial, now reflects a substantial value of $375,000 USD at the reported exchange metric. It must be emphasized that these are not theoretical or speculative outcomes. These valuations are actively appearing on official banking terminals in real time, underscoring the shift from potential to measurable reality. Beyond the tangible financial gains, this moment brings a significant and deep sense of emotional validation for the countless holders, who have endured years of public mockery, outright dismissal, and profound skepticism. While many others abandoned the journey, those who remained disciplined and applied logic rather than succumbing to fear are now seeing their persistence rewarded, with measurable and concrete results within the regulated system. However, this period of immense excitement also demands an unwavering commitment to clarity and maturity. Moments of rapid financial change are unfortunately when scammers and fraudulent actors thrive. Holders must be extremely cautious and avoid private exchange groups, steer clear of any promises of special rate shortcuts, and completely ignore unofficial programs claiming to offer access to hidden tiers or privileged access. It is a core principle that no individual or private entity can legally bypass established federal banking laws or offer conversion rates that exist outside the strictly approved institutional channels. Any request to submit currency for verification outside the authority of a recognized bank or financial institution must be viewed as an immediate and undeniable red flag signaling potential fraud or non-compliance risk. As this process unfolds, the successful execution of your next steps must remain grounded in precision. The critical initial action is to confirm that your chosen Tier 1 bank is an active participant in the exchange process. Following this confirmation, you must schedule your required appointment immediately, as availability will be structured and limited. Ensure all currency documentation, identification, and any supporting receipts are fully prepared and organized. It is highly advisable to consult with experienced tax professionals, both before and immediately after the exchange transaction. The conversion of a large foreign currency holding into a major domestic currency will, in all likelihood, be classified as a taxable event depending on the specific circumstances of the acquisition and the holder's financial profile. Proper planning is essential to prevent unnecessary taxation, potential penalties, or mismanagement of the newly realized wealth. During the exchange appointment itself, holders should anticipate and expect a high level of heightened security protocols. These sensitive transactions typically occur in private, secure rooms and are conducted under continuous surveillance, which serves the dual purpose of ensuring institutional compliance and providing comprehensive protection for the customer and their assets throughout the process. A designated compliance officer will meticulously verify all of your information and documentation, with every single step of the transaction being carefully recorded. Following the conclusion of the exchange, banks may often present options for wealth management services. These resources should be used wisely, but no holder should ever feel pressured into arrangements that do not align with their independent financial strategy. If it provides comfort or strategic support, consider bringing a trusted professional financial advisor with you to the appointment. This is your wealth, and you maintain complete control over the pace, the decisions, and the long-term vision for what comes next. For long-term adherents who have followed this journey, you are witnessing far more than just a financial event. You are observing the culmination of years of global economic development, disciplined preparation, and a commitment to informed strategy. This moment is not a coincidence, it is the direct result of your commitment to remaining informed and strategically prepared. To reiterate the key confirmations with absolute precision, the Iraqi Dinar IQD is now reportedly appearing on Tier 1 bank terminals at $4.13 per unit, and the Vietnamese Dong VND is verified at 375 cents per $1,000 VND. These rates are confirmed as active on major U.S. banking systems. Exchange appointments are now officially being scheduled and transactions are being processed through the dedicated wealth management and foreign exchange departments. Federal compliance procedures are fully and stringently in effect, ensuring legality and security. Holders who are prepared, organized, and properly documented will be the ones who benefit first and experience the most efficient, streamlined process. This is the moment that all the meticulous preparation has been leading toward. The exchange screens are undeniably active. Verified transactions are happening. The rates being reported are real. Now, your dedication to strategic readiness becomes your most profound advantage. It is time to act with clarity, to move forward with a sound strategy, to diligently protect your privacy, and to completely ignore all external noise, emotion, or rumor that may attempt to derail your progress. Should this update offer the clarity you need today, we urge you to stay continuously engaged. We encourage you to share your progress within your network and to subscribe to Dinar Shift for the ongoing verified intelligence that will track this historic moment as it continues its crucial unfolding process. Stay sharp. Stay ready. Your financial future is arriving, and success depends on your preparation.